All right, my good people. I hope you all are having an amusing day. You are welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Undercover Crypto Agent. So in today's video, guys, I want us to talk about PULSECHAIN. Ever since PULSECHAIN launched, it have not been performed very well. It have not performed anything at all. It did not meet all of our expectation. Our expectation on PULSECHAIN was very high. A lot of people was hoping for a 1,000x, 10,000x minimum, and um a lot of people sacrifice a lot of money for PULSECHAIN. All right, a lot of people sold their house. A lot of people went and borrowed loan. I know of a guy who going to the bank and borrow loan of $100,000 and sacrifice for PULSECHAIN. A lot of people have put to mental depress because of PULSECHAIN, because people have high hope for Richard Hart. Eventually, Richard Hart failed everybody. So if you are still hoping on Richard Hart to pump this coin to do 100s, or if you are still believing that Richard Hart did not fail you, you are just a novice. You are just no. You need help. The truth of the matter, the fact is that Richard Hart actually failed this. He did not deliver what he promised. He said it's going to be fast. It's going to be cheap. It's not cheap. It's not fast. All right. Even POSX exchange, have you tried trading there? It's not that unique. All right. So after waiting all this long, all right, what happened? Richard Hart messed everything up. He really messed everything up. So I blame him for everything that happened on PULSECHAIN. I blame him very much. That is why I say that this industry, this crypto industry is very is unpredictable. There's a lot of bad players. People are not what you are seeing them to be. All right, I will explain everything to you for you to understand. Okay, first of all, let's get to the man of Richard Hart. Richard Hart was a Bitcoiner who started buying Bitcoin at a price of he bought his first Bitcoin at $30, and from $30 Bitcoin went to $2 as of 2011, and ever since then, yeah, he's become a Bitcoin maxi. He make video about Bitcoin, Then in 2020, in 2019, 2020, when DeFi, when it's all about staking, that is when staking was born. The narrative is about staking. That is when we see all this coin in 2019, 2020. The narrative was DeFi. He launched a coin called Hex. All right? And Hex, because of that narrative, stake your coin and get more coin, that narrative played a huge role, and Hex pumped 10,000x from the low. All right? And from there, he started blogging how he made everybody millionaire and how he created the best performing crypto. But the reality is, Hex did not just do 10,000x. The only reason why Hex did 10,000x is because of PULSECHAIN sacrifice. All right. So let me explain what happened. Now, he launched Hex with the narrative of DeFi, stake your coin and get more coin. Meanwhile, right now, all DeFi coin are worthless because it's not sustainable. It's not really sustainable. You are staking your coin and getting more coin from that coin. So who is going to buy it from you to maintain the price and to maintain the inflation? That is why it's not sustainable. That is why I told you a lot of times, if you are earning yield and your yield is not coming from fee, you are the yield. All right. So DeFi is not sustainable. DeFi failed in 2021. Everybody realized that staking your coin and getting more coin is not sustainable economy, and that is why you see Hex dump. Now and again, during the time of Ethereum, you see the leader of the last bull on 2021 was layer one. All right. Some coin like Solana, Ethereum, all of them did well. And during that time, that was when PULSECHAin was born. PULSECHAin narrative was born because of the hype of layer one. Richard Hart said he's going to launch a layer one chain. That spiked the price of Hex to do a 10,000x. All right. Then after that, what happened? People started sacrificing, and he managed to get $600 million of sacrifice people, the money that people put on PULSECHAin. Then after that, he was blogging how he's going to make everybody a millionaire, how he's going to build something that nobody have ever seen, how he's going to give everybody free coin. And with that kind of hype, and looking at the price of Hex, people feel like they have missed out completely. They don't want to miss the next thing. He started that he's going to build a decentralized exchange called PulseX, and people started putting money, donating money, and he managed to raise $1 billion. I repeat, $1 billion for PulseX sacrifice, making PulseChain and PulseX total of 1.6 billion. He get that money. All right. So he started posting, buying, creating movie about Hex, all kind of things, and to cut the story short, all right. So he started doing all of that, how he help people, how he do that. But the reality is 99% of Hex scans, people on Hex, nobody actually made money. Just few people made money on Hex. 99% of people lose money because a lot of people stake their coin. They were not able to sell doing that 10,000s up. Just like Zen. Remember when Zen was 20304? How many of you get to sell? All right. So if you look at all-time high of Zen, if Jack Levin is hyping up now, how many of you sell? Nobody sell, because nobody actually own a coin that time. So the truth is that most people stake their Hex and they did not sell. It's just few people who was able to sell. And as of today, Hex is zero. I told you it's going to go to zero. It's zero. Hex on PulseChain, it's worth nothing. It doesn't worth much. And PulseChain is 50% from the sacrifice price. And the whole thing come to Richard Hart. He created all this mess. All right. First of all, there's no need for PulseX token. There's no need for intensive token. He did all of that just to grab money. Yes, he get the money, but people have the higher confidence as a person who was trading in crypto. That is what he told us. Actually, nobody can confirm this. He said he's been trading crypto since 2011, and he's a tried millionaire living his life with millions of dollars. But that is a lie. Why did I say it's a lie? Look at his move. This guy received $1.6 billion. All right? Ethereum was 800. Bitcoin was 15,000. He did not buy. That was when I was calling the bottom. That is when I was begging everybody to buy. This dude did not buy. I can't believe this. I'm trying to believe myself. All right? Okay. Now, Bitcoin was 20,000. He did not buy. Ethereum was 2,000. He did not buy. Bitcoin ETF, they were saying they're going to list it. He did not buy. And after Bitcoin ETF have already been listed and Bitcoin went to 70,000. Okay. I was thinking this dude have a plan to pump our PulseChain because he did not list it on any exchanges. He did not do anything. He just created this coin, and this over 1 year, he did not do anything. I was thinking that he have a grand plan to pump this token. He is going to do a lot of things. To my greatest surprise, a few months ago when he started buying Ethereum at $3,800, that is when I lost it completely. That is when I know that, oh, wait a minute, oh, I'm wrong on this dude. This dude did not actually know nothing. He knows nothing. He's just one of those people who created a coin on narrative, and that narrative spike, and his coin gets some attraction, and he's blagging off it. He didn't make any money. He don't know how to trade. He's not a good trader. He can't even manage 1,000 portfolio. Talk more of millions. So for him to buy that coin at 3,800, that was a red flag for me. That is when I lowered my highest. I remember that PULSECHAIN was one of my highest bag, because I look at Hex. I did not buy Hex. Remember, I am not a Hexcan. I did not buy Hex. I did not own any Hex. But I look at the tokenomics. I look at how bad investment it is, and I look at bunch of dude selling their house, the car, buying this coin. I figured out that if this kind of foolish people can be buying Hex, that means they will sell everything. They will go and borrow money and pump PULSECHAIN. That is why I put a lot of money on PULSECHAIN. I did not put a lot of money on PULSECHAIN because it's a good coin or nothing. No, it's not a good coin. It's not a good technology. It's high. The high gas fee, everything is not that worth it. But because of Hexcan community, because of bunch of foolish people who's on Hex, that is the main reason why I invested on PULSECHAIN. All right, because no reasonable person who knows what he's doing, who his IQ is over 80 or 70, will invest on Hex. Let me explain. So you are investing on Hex, a coin that have about almost 1 trillion. This coin have about almost 1 trillion supply. And now you are buying it at a price of how many? I don't know the price of it today. And you are going to stake it for 15 years. For this coin that is going down in value, to print more coin and give you more coin. Maybe you have 10,000 coin now, 10,000 Hex. You stake it for 15 years, you will get 20,000 Hex or 30,000 Hex. Does it worth it? So do you know the price of Hex on 15 years time? But guess what? These foolish people, they are staking it for 15 years, 555. That is why I love PULSECHAIN, because of that. I see, if you want to win on cryptocurrency, you have to go where people are investing blindly. All right? That is where you get most insane gain. So I look at this kind of community that is loving this kind of Hex. I see that a bunch of stupid people who don't know what they're doing. All right, that's why I never make any video about Hex. I never cover it here. All I do is I tell you that it's going to go to zero, and it have already gone to zero. All right, it's not sustainable. How is it sustainable? Because you are earning yield from that token on itself. So the inflation is going to get worse even every day by day. So how is that sustainable? It's not sustainable. So after 15 years, you are going to sell anybody. So how after 15 years of your stake, they give you 30,000 Hex. So how are you going to convince me to buy? So what is my benefit? What is the work of it? What makes me to be more bullish on PULSECHAIN is that these dudes, they compare Bitcoin to Hex. God, they are comparing Bitcoin to Hex, saying is the same thing with Bitcoin. So that is why I go hard on PULSECHAIN. But after the move that Richard had done, the move that Richard had make, buying Ethereum as $3,800, I lost it. I know that this dude have nothing. He have nothing to pump this coin. He just have a lot of money. He don't even know what to do with it. All right. Now let me tell you what crypto owners do. Now these crypto owners, they receive money doing ICO, so they use this money to list their token on many exchanges. That is why the higher money they receive, that is why it will go to Binance. They will be able to get $1.something million fee to pay for Binance. They will list on every exchanges. They will start using that money doing partnership. They will create a lab. Binance have a lab. Mento have a lab. OKS have a lab. They have venture labs. these people will be managing this ICO money, using it to invest on new projects, new highly anticipated projects that is launching at a low fee, at a low price. So they will use that ICO money. Listen, they will use ICO money, invest. So that's why you see a lot of coin, Igleya, all this coin. Go and look at the investors. You see a token like Manto. You see a token like ZK Sync Lab. So they are using that money to be investing in other projects. So if that project do a 10,000x, a 1,000x, because they are getting it low, they want to invest that money low to sustain that money. So because you need money to launch this thing, all right? So they will use that money. I want you to go and check it. Mento have a lab. Matic, they have venture capitals that they're investing on upcoming projects. B&B, they have it. All right? So they have this. They go there and they meet all these new tokens. They talk with them. They invest that money. They lower the price for them at a lower market cap, maybe 20 million market cap. They invest $20 million in that token. And that token will launch at a valuation price of $3 billion. Instantly, they are making millions of dollars. So little by little, they will be getting their token. From there, they will be sustaining the project. That is why when FTX collapsed, when FTX collapsed, a lot of token was affected. Solana was affected because they spread their bag. But guess what? Now, guess what Richard Hart do after getting this money? Instead of him to do that, have some team of PULSECHAIN lab that will be investing using that money to invest in. So because when you invest in other projects, when that project is going up, technically your project will be also going up because people know that you invest in this coin. All right? Instead of him to do that, he did not do that. He did not do that. All right? He did not. So what did he do? During the time that PULSECHAIN is down and Bitcoin hit the first $70,000, he used $20 million and put on PULSECHAIN. He pumped it to look at when he pumped it. Let me show you this chart. He started buying from here. He started buying and push it to 17. He spent $20 million to do this. And guess what? Market layout. People sell off. And after spending $20 million to pump it to this level, what did he do? He spent $500 million at once to buy Ethereum at 3,800. His target was that they are going to approve Ethereum ETF. So by approving Ethereum ETF, Ethereum might go to 8,000. Then he will come back and buy this coin. But it turned out he bought it at a local top. And I told him that time, I was making video. I said, you bought this coin at a local top. So what is that game? What is your strategies? Buying Ethereum at $3,800. Is that your game plan to pump PULSECHAIN? Come on. This dude get this money since 2021. And we waited 2 years. We waited 2021, 2022, and he launched in 2023. And you are buying, after even bull run have ended, bear market have come, now you are buying on another bull. What are you doing? Even hedge scans, as foolish as they are, they have been loyal to this guy. All right? They have been loyal to this guy, taking all this nonsense from him. All right? They have been loyal. Why did I say they are loyal? These people, they waited 2 years for Bitcoin to bottom. And some people get a loan. They get a loan thinking that PULSECHAIN will come in 3 months' time. Some people sold their house thinking that PULSECHAIN will come in 3 months' time because of the hype of Hex and how it's doing and all of that. It never come until 2 years. I know of a guy who was he sold his house at a loss to repay a loan. All right? Now these people have gone to too many depletion, too many things because of Richard Hart. Now these people waited for good 2 years for PULSECHAIN to launch. Eventually PULSECHAIN launched. Everybody was hyping it. Everybody was happy, thinking that this dude is a genius. Is a smart dude. He knows what he's doing. He talk about crypto very well. If you listen to him, yes, if you listen to him, you would think he's a genius person. He's a kind of he knows what he's doing. But the fact is, this guy knows nothing. Some people know how to talk. If they talk, you will lie down, and but they can't. The action doesn't line with what they say. So this is a guy who tell you don't buy the top, who claimed that he called the top, he called the bottom, and he went ahead and bought Ethereum at $3,800. Even if Ethereum is going to go to $8,000, who knows? Nobody knows. It's not guaranteed. This might be the top of Ethereum. Ethereum might not see $3,800 again. It might go to 8,000, but these dudes have opportunity. He have the money that we sacrifice. He could have bought Ethereum at $800. He could have bought Bitcoin at $15,000. And today he could have almost 8 billion. He did not do that. Now, PULSECHAin, after PULSECHAin community head scans, as I said, as foolish as they are, they deserve better. These people, they waited 2 years for PULSECHAin to come. Even some of them did not buy any coin because their mindset, their teaching, the Tarhat always tell them, don't buy any other coin. Every coin that I created is the best. Don't get into any coin. They are garbage. Solana was garbage. He was busy calling Solana garbage when Solana was dumping. He said, oh, look at Solana is dumping. It's a garbage. It's a blockchain. Solana was building. They was doing partnership. They was building, adopting community, investing, looking for investors, doing all kind of a partnership. Today, in this bull run, you see Solana is the winner because they were building in the bear. All right, doing kind of partnership, attracting PayPal launching the native USDT on their ecosystem. So Solana was busy doing all kind of investments on the ecosystem. Richard Hart was dissing them, calling them Soina is a garbage coin, is a block coin. Today, Solana is doing well. You see, that is the power of partnership, the power of people who know what they are doing. Now, look at PULSECHAin. After head scans, waited for 2 years for PULSECHAin to come. So these people are now forced because he cannot sell Ethereum with the only money that we have. He cannot sell it at a loss to pump PULSECHAin. Now, these people are going to wait for, who knows, maybe 2 years, maybe 1 month, maybe we don't know when Ethereum will go to $8,000. So we are going to wait until Ethereum, maybe if Ethereum go to $8,000, then he get the money, then he pump it. Then if he pump it like this again, then we have a sell-off, then we come back. Is that the game strategies to do a 10,000x? What happened to if he used this 23? Look at this dude spent $20 million to buy this to this level to prove a point that he's blagging, and he have already lost that $20 million. He's not getting it back. He cannot buy it back to here again. All right. So if he used that $20 million, use $1 million, pay Binance, help bribe Binance, even if $2 million, let them get that PULSECHAin listed on Binance, and pay all these exchanges, maybe with $5 million. If you spend totally of $5 million, that will make the price of PULSECHAin be sustainable. Nobody will want to sell because the coin is on Binance, it's everywhere. That is a green flag. Everybody will have the mind. Nobody will want to sell. There will be no more cheap PULSECHAin for that. He's not going to spend up to $20 million that he spent here that is now at a loss. But he did not do that. That is why I say he doesn't have a game strategist. There is no game strategist here. If you are thinking that because he have $1 billion, if you buy everything up, it will dump. And when it dump, he's losing. And where is the money to pump it again? No money. So imagine, because I have $100,000, I know that I can move this price. If I move this price, the next person will sell. It dump. So where is the another money coming to buy it again? No money. So, but if this dude used this $20 million that he used to pump this coin and is now at a loss of almost, he have lost almost 73%. He have lost 73% of that money. Now, that money is lost. So, but if he use that money, bribe, give money to Binance listed PULSECHAIN, all these exchanges listed PULSECHAIN, then he go to a coin like Chainlink, he give them like $5 million or $2 million. He go to a coin like Matic, all these top chain. He partnership with them. He do a partnership with them. He go with all this. You saw what happened to Matic. Matic at a time partner with Meta. That is a deal to make it relevant. All right, that is what all these people do. They pay money. They pay like $2 million. Go to a brand, do a partnership with it. It's not they are going to build anything, just partnership. So when you are looking the partnership, the partnership and all this, people will be seeing it. It will attracting investors. He did not do none of this. All he just do because he is controlling a bunch of stupid people, a bunch of foolish people who are buying heads. So that's what give him the M43. That's what give him the audacity to stay in his one room and managing $1.6 billion. Do you know how much that money is? $1.6 billion. He don't even have a team. He get that money from hexicans, stupid people. I don't know what to call them. I'm sorry if I'm calling them stupid, but they are stupid. I have to tell them the truth. They are a bunch of stupid people. They don't know nothing. All right? So how can you have 1.6 billion? You don't have any team. You don't have any lab. Only you controlling everything. Only you controlling posting Twitter. Only you doing all this thing. You just come, you buy a coin, papa. You buy the coin. You go back. Is that how they do it? Don't you know that they manage money? They manage money. Money they manage money. They have team. You have to have a team who are managing the money. You have to have a venture capital. You target all this new layer 2, layer 1 coming out with a lot of hype. You invest in the ecosystem. They give you return. You use that money, you pump PULSECHAIN. That is why you see all this coin that are pumping. Some of them, the team are buying it. They bought Bitcoin at a lower price. So they sell their Bitcoin, they use it and pump their token and stay relevant in the market. And people and doing some fake partnership. None of that is done on PULSECHAIN. So I'm calling him out now. I'm telling him to do relighting. But if he continue this way, let me tell you how. If he continue this way, it's not even sustainable. So let me say he tell him pump to 8,000 and he gets $1 billion. And if he puts $500 million here, yes, we see a pump. How long is it going to last? It's going to dump because it's not going to be sustainable. It's not going to, even one well will dump all of them. It's not sustainable. So what he need to do is get PULSECHAIN listed on all these exchanges. Forget about all this decentralized blah blah blah. Oh, I am fighting the government. Look at CZ. CZ is going to prison for 4 months. Look at Sam Bankman-Fried. He's in prison for 25 years. Look at Doc One. Look at CCS. All these people are in prison. And you think Richard Hart will not go to prison? You are mistaken. Even the so-called hex that they are charging him for is nowhere to be found. That means people have already lost billions of dollars. Billions. Because at a time, hex was 50 billion in market cap. So now people have already completely lost 99%. And you think the government will allow him, will leave him to continue like that? And only him is managing 1.6 billion. Using it to buy whatever he wants at any time. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. This dude really disappoint me. Alright? He really disappoint me. Alright? And Hezekiah did not deserve this. They did not deserve this. As foolish as they are, because they are very stupid. But they deserve better from each other. They have higher expectation. higher. They have so much respect for this guy. They are worshiping him. They don't talk. You cannot see Hezekiah talk anything against Richard Hart because he will block you. They are afraid of him to block, not to block them. This dude is a very stupid person. Richard Hart is a scammer. He's not. I will not call him a scammer now, but his move is dangerous. All right, he's dangerous. He's not making any calculative move. If you are thinking he's making a calculative move, you are wrong. You are totally wrong. He's not making any simple calculative move. All right, anybody can do this thing that he does. Remember that Hex did not do a 10,000x because of Richard Hart. Hex did 10,000x because of the narrative was D-file, and again because of the sacrifice of PULSECHAIN and PulseX. People were buying Hex, buying all these sacrificing, thinking that Hex is going to go to $20. People were not paying, and that is a bullion. That is in a bullion. People have already made millions of dollars during that time. Now everybody have seen that D-file is not sustainable. There's no way you can be any yield on a coin thinking that coin will worth something. It cannot worth anything. It's just like government printing money to pay people every day. That is why inflation will be getting worse. The money will be worth less because they are printing it to give to people because you keep your money. You keep your $100. Government is printing money, giving you $100 every day. Inflation will be there. And we are fighting inflation. That is why Satoshi created Bitcoin to be 21 million max supply, cap supply. Now, PulseChain, Hex did not have cap supply. In 15 years, people will be staking. So how is it sustainable? It's designed to go to zero. All right? So as foolish as Hex is, some people still love it and invest in it. I respect it. And these people, they deserve better from Richard Hart. They have respected this guy. They have given Richard Hart all kind of maximum respect. So Richard Hart needs to create a team. He needs to create a PulseChain lab. All right? This money that he have, this 1.something billion that he have, how is he going to invest it to pump PulseChain? Number one is to list PulseChain on all these exchanges. Spend money. Do some partnership with some people. Do some partnership with some protocol. Maybe Uniswap, maybe all these big exchanges. So because of this, because of all this thing he's doing, crypto community is excluding him out. You go to CoinMarketCap, they are gatekeeping his coin because he's not doing the right thing. And he's deceiving so many people. So his recently move exposed him for me to know the kind of person he is. That everything he said is a lie. And some of you who are still thinking he's going to pump this coin, oh yes, he's going to pump it. But how long is he going to pump it? We have seen it here. Look at this chart. He pumped this one to this one. It didn't even hold for any long. We're now seeing down. This is what we are going to see. Even if you don't 1000S, this is it. So for how long is it sustainable? For how long? All right. So what I am expecting him to do now is to start doing some partnership. Start doing some partnership. Get PulseChain listed everywhere. Instead of buying it at a 3,008, use that money, form an PulseChain venture capital. All right, just like Binance. Any early coin that are listing, you meet them. You are telling them you have 20 million to invest at this at this cap supply. There will maybe a coin that will all these coins that are coming on Binance. They normally sell it at ICO at penny. When they listed it, it will do 1000S instantly. So that is how this VC continue to make money. So you have a venture capital, a PulseChain lab, where this money will be investing. So you don't need to be using this money to be buying PulseChain. From there it will clash and you are at a loss. Hexicans, they deserve better. These people have take so much patience. This is almost 4 years of them on a lead candle waiting, thinking that the Savior will come and save them. Nobody is going to save them if Richard Hart did not change his way. He did not start doing partnership. He did not start being open. You cannot be layer one and you are saying, oh, this one is a piece of shit. This one is a piece of shit. Okay, you said Ethereum is a piece of shit. Still, you are buying Ethereum, telling others to go and buy PULSECHAIN. How cool is that? So I feel like if he doesn't change, I don't see how PULSECHAIN will do any X. I don't see it. I feel as you are looking here, it's just $2, $3, no sell, no buying pleasure. Look at it. What people are buying, $2, $3, $4. Now and again, what caused all the whole noise is Richard Hart, PULSECHAIN token is not even necessary. He could have created this exchange he created, PulseX exchange, and use that token, this buy and burn on PulseChain, on PulseX, use it and channel it to Hex. Use it to maintain the price of Hex. So PulseX was not even necessary. That token is not necessary. What is the work of it? Nothing. Intensive token is not even necessary. So all that is a money grab for him. And you have already grabbed it because he's operating he's operating on the knowledge of foolish people who don't know nothing. PulseX token was not even necessary. He could have just created exchange. When he created that exchange, he will be using that buy and burn that we have seen on Hex, on PulseX that is not doing anything. He could have channeled it on Hex. You could have made Hex. You could have said, okay, PulseX exchange is going to be buy and burn. It's going to be buying Hex. To maintain, it's going to be buying Hex. And when he buy the Hex, he will share the Hex to the stakers and burn few. You will see how bullish Hex and PULSECHAIN will be. Intensive token is not necessary. But he went on and create PulseX, create intensive token, create Hex, create PulseChain. One person, just a money grab. He's just using it to grab money. All right. Despite all of that, PulseChain have been holding strong more than all these tokens. You see all the coin like Ton, like Stackneck, like Skull, like Octopus, Mantle. PulseChain have been having a lot of trading volume on the ecosystem more than all of them. But you see all these coins, they are everywhere. They are listed on every exchange. They are having a healthy rally. But what about PulseChain that have this massive community? Nothing. It's because of the founder. It's now come down to founder. Now the community is doing the best thing. Community are building. A lot of coin have log pool on PulseChain ecosystem. A lot of coin have pumped 100x to 200x. That is to show you there's a lot of community on PulseChain. But the founder is the horrible person here. The founder is not who he claimed to be. He claimed to be genius, the person who called the top. He did not call any top. It's not who he claimed to be. Sorry to say that. I have to call him out. Somebody have to call him out. I know he always watch my video. If he doesn't change now, create a PulseChain lab where he will be investing in low cap coin that is coming out new, getting it at a low level, watching his portfolio go to 1000x. In 2 years, he used that money to maintain PulseChain, doing some partnership, get PulseChain listed everywhere, leave everything. Every PulseChain will just be doing his thing. So you are going to be living in delusion now, thinking that your 1 billion that you receive, you are going to use it and put it, buy it, everything and pump it. Yes, after you buy it and pump it in 2-3 days, what next? If you dump, what money are you going to use? But if you make it accessible to everybody, list PulseChain on all these exchanges, Binance, KuCoin, Get.io, OKS, list it everywhere. Then you come back, you do some partnership, you create a PulseChain lab who will be managing this money. Because you are not going to use all this money and buy PULSECHAIN. If you use it and buy PULSECHAIN, if you dump, who is going to come back again and save you? We need the adoption. So imagine if Satoshi created Bitcoin and said, okay, I have 1 billion. I'm going to be using that 1 billion to pump my Bitcoin. When you see Tesla company, they buy 1 billion of coin. How much did Michael Saylor buy on Bitcoin? Even more than 6 billion. How much did the BlackRock buy on Bitcoin? How many billion? So if you have this kind of vision, you create adoption. People will put money in it. You don't create a coin and you put in 20 million, 10 million, and you are messing with the money that people give you. Instead of using that money to build something. These people, they give you this money to build something for us. They give you this money because they trust you to manage their portfolio. Now you are using it to flex. And my greatest fear is it will end up in prison. It's not deniable. If you are smart, you can see it. If CZ can go to prison, Lepo, look at Coinbase. Look at the challenges they're facing. Tech is winning them. Security exchanges, they are winning. Now look at Binance. Even with 4 billion that he paid, we still spend 4 months in prison. Richard Hart will never be like Binance in 100 years to come. He will never build anything like Binance in 100 years to come. But Binance end up in prison. Sam Bankman-Fried, Richard Hart will never be like Sam Bankman-Fried in 100 years to come. What happened? Sam Bankman-Fried end up in prison. The same thing with Do Kwon. Richard Hart will eventually be sent to prison. Eventually. Because his token is a security. Even the buy and burn that is on POSX is also a security, because he's buying and burning, which means it have already promised people that it's going to go up in price. And the money, the 3% of the buy is going to his wallet, enlisting himself. That is a security. All right? So this dude, if he doesn't change his way, I fear for PULSECHAIN growth. It's not sustainable. I will say, if in this bull run, if you see 100S, just get out. Don't hold up. That is my opinion. So, because unless he changes his way, if he doesn't change his way, anytime you see 10S, 100S, sell everything immediately and get out. Unless he changes his approach on PULSECHAin. If he doesn't change his approach, he just keep doing, oh, it's decentralized, oh, it's a government resistant. That is the whole push-up. See, that is a bullshit. If he doesn't open door for people to be accessing it, so people, even if you want to buy PULSECHAin now, for you to buy it, you need to go and bleed. You pay high gas fee on Ethereum. You pay at least $100 on Ethereum, bleach, then you go to PULSECHAin and buy. For what? Who want to do that? When you can buy on Uniswap, you can buy anywhere. Now, if I want to buy, I have to go and bleach. If I want, so that is nonsense. That is bullshit. So he needs to start opening up. Create team. You need to have advisor. You need to have. This is a company you are learning. All right. Unless you want to be anonymous, you just create it here and leave it, and which is not even possible. So I want to remind you that if Bitcoin was created and Satoshi say, okay, I have 1 billion in my wallet, I'm going to pump it. When today Elon Musk is buying 1 billion, Bitcoin does not shake. Who do they call it? What is this guy named? Michael Saylor buy 4 billion, Bitcoin did not shake. Since he is owning more than 4 billion, Bitcoin did not shake. And Coinbase is owning more than 2 billion. Bitcoin did not shake. And PULSECHAin and Richard Hart is having 1 billion and is bragging that he's going to do this, he's going to do this. This dude is horrible, I must say. This is not a way to go. This is not how to do it. he needs to change his game plan. He needs to change his approach. Surely he needs to change it because it's not sustainable. It can never be sustainable. That is my opinion. So I am calling Richard Hart out to do the lighting. I am calling him out to do the lighting. He needs to do the lighting. It's due. This is 1 year getting to 2 years. Are you going to wait till 100 years? We are here to make an insane gain and get out. We are not here to be hoping 50 weeks. 50 weeks have passed. Some Hexicans, he told them, oh, so it may be 50 weeks, the paper hand will go, 50 weeks, paper hand will get out. Now in 50 weeks, we are going to 100 weeks. Is paper hand still holding it? Now you need to do the lighting. You need to get PULSECHAIN listed everywhere. Create a PULSECHAIN venture capital that will be managing this fund. Don't let this fund sit in your wallet and you wake up one morning and you decided to buy Ethereum at 3,008 and you think it's right. So this dude is not doing the right thing. And Hexicans, they deserve better. These people have went through a lot. They have sold their house, get a loan, enter depression, all kind of things because of you. They have waited for 2 years for Bitcoin to bottom out. They did not buy their favorite coin. They are waiting for PULSECHAIN. They invested in PULSECHAIN. Eventually, it turned out this way. Now, the bull run is coming. They are hoping that you will buy the coin to pump, that you have this money. Now, you use that money. You didn't buy Ethereum at $800. You didn't buy Ethereum at $2,000. You didn't buy at $1,000. You didn't even buy at $3,000. You went and buy at $3,008. Now, you are telling them to wait until Ethereum go to $4,000. And to $8,000, a new all-time high, before PULSECHAIN will see light. Then why all this wait? Why all this bragging? And some Hexicans are saying, oh, he's a billionaire, he's a billionaire, hey, Richard Hart is a billionaire, he's a billionaire. Bunch of stupid people who don't do research, who don't know when the game is changing. You will say, oh, he's a billionaire, oh, billionaire Richard Hart, oh, he's a billionaire. Who made him billionaire? You and I. I don't want to talk much, but I think it's a high time that this dude started. He need to start changing his way, making PULSECHAIN to be better, getting adoption, doing some partnership, listed on many exchanges, create a team. Only him cannot decide I'm going to buy this. No, that is why a team. If you have a team, they will say no. Wait, you don't buy here. We buy here. You don't have 1.6 billion and only you will be deciding wake up one morning, you transfer wallet and you buy this. Even some people who have 100,000, they have secretary, they have manager, they have advisor managing their portfolio. And you have 1.6 billion, you wake up one morning, you buy it at 3,008 because you hear news that Ethereum ETF will be listed. The worst case scenario is he will be sent to prison. And I think why he did this, because he feel like even if he go to prison, if his money is on USDT, it can be frozen, because if you send to prison, it will be frozen to give to the investors. So he put it on Ethereum so that even if he go to prison and come back, he will get his money back. That is the case. That is why I told you guys, invest in ICP, invest in all this altcoin. All right, I don't hold one coin. So I lowered my PULSECHAIN back here. I sell here. I lowered it's one of my biggest bag, but I lowered it. It's now 10%. PULSECHAIN is now 10% of my bag, or 20%. All right. So I didn't make it my 60% anymore, because I look at this move. I was smart enough to sell here. I sell here and get out, and invest in ICP and in other altcoin. All right. So I feel like Richard Hart is a time. This is a time. Looking at this chart is not giving at all. This chart is horrible. So he needs to start doing some kind of partnership, some kind of listing for PULSECHAIN to see adoption. So this is game plan of every day buying PULSECHAIN, because he receive this money, because he don't know how to manage money. Because if he know how to manage money, he will not do this. He will use that money and do some partnership, bribe all these people, do partnership, open to everybody. Adoption. That is how you see adoption in your coin. But he's not doing that. So until he started doing that, that is when our position will change. Because we have tested here when he buy $20 million and see it here again. That's to show that even if he buy $100 million and it go up, it will still come back again. It's not sustainable. So the most sustainable thing is adoption. We need adoption. We need listing on every exchange. We need people to get in. That is the only way we can adopt. So this is my message for Richard Hart and Headscans. My advice for you people is don't expose yourself in other coin. Don't hold only Richard Hart coin. I know a lot of you always say, oh, only Richard Hart coin. No. Expose yourself. Go and hold long. Go and hold Titan S. Go and hold ICP. Expose yourself. That is the only way you can minimize your loss. So thank you and stay crypto. I will see you in the next one.